What's up guys, this is John with Skate Better, and today I'm going to set up a brand new deck. Okay, so this is a brand new Toy Machine deck, and it's an 8.37 by 32 and almost a quarter. So the reel was like 32 and a quarter. I think this one is just a hair shorter than that when I measured it. And the wheelbase is a little bit smaller on this. So the wheelbase on the wheel was a 14 and a half. This one has a wheelbase pretty much 14 and a quarter. So I'm actually really excited to see how that feels. I'll do a more thorough review on like the shape of this deck, but it is a little similar to the reel. I don't think the pitch or the concave is quite as much. So I'm also really curious to see what that feels like. But I've just heard really good things. I've always loved Toy Machine and Ed Templeton since I was a kid. And I've heard really good things about Foundation, and I pretty much love all their skaters. So I'm really stoked to just give this deck a try. And yeah, we're gonna set it up today, so let's get going. All right guys, so we're gonna apply our grip tape. I'm gonna go with Shake Chun again. I mentioned that in my last video. This is the Spencer Hamilton edition, and I just thought the blue would look sick with the blue, so I got it. It took a minute though. I actually had to order it and wait for it. So I haven't skated in like, I don't know, almost a week now. So I'm actually really excited to get this going. And it would be great if I could actually get this going over here. All right, so now I finally got a corner peeled. We're going to take our backing off. So we want to make sure that we have enough space here, because remember, like once we're on and going, we're pretty much on and going, and there isn't a lot that we can do to backtrack. So I feel like that's the hardest part. Like that part always gives me a little bit of anxiety. Like when I'm first pressing it on, I'm like, oh snap, I need to make sure I have enough room on the edges. And then kind of like once I start pressing it in, I always work my way inside out and then this way at the same time. So I kind of like, I think it really helps to get rid of any air bubbles, or actually really like ensure that you're not going to get air bubbles if you do it like this. So, I mean, the good thing about grip tape is if you do have air bubbles, you can always just poke them out. But I seem to have pretty good luck doing it like this, so we're just going to get it all nice and tacked on there. All right, so now we're going to take our tool and we're just going to file down the edges. And I'm sorry, I know it's going to get a little bit loud, so if you want to lower the volume, whatever. But yeah, remember, this just gives you a stencil to trace with, so it may help it actually cut a little bit better too, because I feel like you're really getting the edge of the grip tape firmly onto the deck. And that would definitely help, so. All right, so we're going to make our little slit in the corner, which is how I like to do it. And then remember, the trick to this is you want the razor to be going more flat, not like this. So like more parallel with the deck, not perpendicular. That's just gonna get it like a nice clean cut. And then I also love to just kind of hold the grip tape with my other hand. And then you literally just trace the line that you cut out. All right, the nose, I kind of like to try and just do it in like one sweep if I can. Then come back around. All right, gang. So, finally, we have our nice clean grip tape cut. And then I'm gonna take some of this that my puffers is chewing on and just make sure like you don't do it sticky side out, but I'm just gonna wall it up into like a little ball of grip tape. And then once I have like a good surface like this, I'm just gonna go ahead and file down the edges. I find like it really actually helps in like that first couple hours that you're using your deck. If you sand down the edge, it really helps the grip tape stick on better, and you won't get as much like fraying or like damage to your grip tape in your initial kind of like runs. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this and then we're gonna move on. All right, so we got our Diamond Hardware. Boo Johnson edition has one gold bolt, which I like. And I used to use plain grip tape, so I never knew what the front side of my deck was. And it's a little easier to make it known. And actually, I really don't need that now because it has a graphic on it. But I still like it and I'm used to it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna pour that out there. I'm gonna take our Allen wrench and a skate tool, and we're just gonna poke our holes through to make our room for the, bolts or the hardware that's going in. And once I finish this, we're gonna poke it through the other side so we don't have these weird little grip tape things sticking out like on top. So I always go back in like one more time, just get it in there. So I'm gonna do that with each hole, and then we'll start putting our trucks on. All right, so ready to put our trucks on. And pro tip, actually label underneath the truck, the back and the front. And I try to get them the same as an amount of like looseness or tightness or whatever, but it's really hard because you never really actually know what it is. Which would be really cool actually if they come off the truck someday that had like a little like thing on it, and like as you turn it you could tell how tight it was. But anyways, I digress. Right now I label them, and even if they're like slightly different, it can throw you off. So I think it's really important to label your front from your back. So we're gonna do the back first. That's this guy, and we're just gonna poke our bolts through the top, all the way in there, and then of course we'll flip it over, put our trucks on, screw that sucker down. We'll be ready for action. Alright, so something I wanted to mention is I'm going to throw indies on this, and a lot of people with Toy Machine skate Thunders, but then Leo Romero is like one of my favorite skaters and he skates indies, and that's good enough for me. So I'm going to try indies. If I don't like them, I'll definitely switch to Thunders, but I've been skating indies lately and been really liking them. Even in my last, I think there was a truck video I did where I was saying how much I really liked the Thunders, and I do. I still love Thunders. I think they're awesome. But I've been liking indies lately. I like the way they grind, so I'm gonna try them, see what works. All right, guys, so we're set up, ready to go. We got our bolts in, and just a friendly reminder, you want those nice and tight and nice and flush with the grip tape, or even a little bit recessed is fine. Something I noticed right off the bat is I have a little bit more space in here than I did on the wheel deck. So if I want to throw Thunders on it, I probably can quite easily and probably not have to worry about wheel bite that much. But I'm definitely going to try it with the indies because I like them, and these 52s, and we'll see what happens. So totally stoked to try a Toy Machine, and I'll be doing a review on it when I'm finished with it. But that's all I got for today. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. Take care.